It's BB and Dealey, we know you have been waiting, so here's another podcast about movies, burn after watching.
Welcome to the Burn After Watching podcast. I'm Borderland.
This is Dan.
And today we are doing Spooktober, week 3, Ghost Week. That's the one, actually. I actually, my plan this year was trying to, scare you. And I feel like I'm 0 for 2. It's not doing well.
I think if I did the modern week, I'd be pretty spooked because Conjuring as well as Bring Her Back are just both no-nos in my book. Because it's just like the episode from the previous week. Conjuring is based off of the real life team that carries around a doll and stuff, and they go hunting for a spirit. So the guy in real life who's guarding Annabelle is now dead.
I think a YouTuber bought the museum, which mean he owns Annabelle.
I'm pretty sure that guy, it's either that guy or the previous owner of Annabelle is now dead.
I think it's the previous guy. This guy bought the museum. This YouTuber, I don't remember. I remember reading the story, and I was like, "That's kind of cool." The YouTuber just bought the house and the museum. So the first house is also where the museum is now in. Right. I think technically he doesn't own Annabelle because it's technically on paper it's impossible to own or whatever. The Ed Gein dude, not Ed Gein, that's the serial killer. Whatever his name is. Was nobody can own it. It's owned by the museum, but if you own the museum, you own the doll or something, whatever. I
see. Okay.
But I mean, for some reason, the clown was my biggest card. End up not playing well because you had seen it already. Modern, I was not even thinking about. In my head, I was Modern, I didn't think about scaring you, and I was I think Dan is scared of ghosts. So I'm gonna go ghost, and I think that it's true that you're scared of ghosts. But those two ghost movies, we'll see in a few moments, are not great ghost movies. So I'm 0 for 2, and my last chance is classic oldies. I feel like oldies sometimes doesn't hold up, you know.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of them, so I'm in for a surprise. I think that our last Spooktober, when we watched Blair Witch, that one messed me up a little bit, just because it's so. It's more demonic than it is ghosts or spirits or something, but that one creeped me out. Witches get stitches, you know?
Yes. Did you see Halloween or Rosemary's Baby? I think you've seen one of them.
I've seen Halloween, not Rosemary's Baby.
Okay, so Rosemary's Baby, last chance for me. Before we get started, I wanna make a declaration.
Whoa.
I'm kind of retracting my 30-year-long statement that I'm too scared to watch horror movie.
Okay.
I'm retracting. I'm no longer gonna say this and I'm blaming myself to believing all the people that keep telling me movies are so scary they couldn't sleep. But I'm blaming also everyone else because they are part of this industry of trying to make movies scarier than they are. I cannot believe even Poltergeist. Let's talk about Poltergeist because I think that's the one that made me. I had this, and I watched Hellraiser recently as well, and I was so worried because I was I hear that this is so bad. It's basically a comedy. It's so silly. It's the guy with the pin in the face. You know the guy with the pins?
Yeah.
It's so silly. It's so ridiculous. It's not even. It's more if it's as if you were describing Indiana Jones 2 as a horror movie. It's kind of the vibe. It's more of a monster movie with a bit of gore. Anyway, I think the point I'm trying to make is that either everyone. I thought I was scared easily, but apparently everyone is scared easily, and not me.
Yeah. I think it's I think it could be a fair statement. To me, after these two Spooktobers so far, we obviously saw week 4.
Yes.
Anything is possible. I too have I'll attract it to a certain degree. I think I will still say like I avoid scary movies because they don't bring me that much joy, because it's some people like have that thrill of like a scary movie spooks them. They're like, oh, that was incredible, like a roller coaster. But I don't have that thing, like that's like I just Googled like scariest movies of all time. Like there's movies I haven't heard of some of these. Sinister, Host.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Skinamarink, Hereditary.
That's not even.
I'll never.
Hereditary is not scary. It's not that scary. It's like it's too supernatural for me to find it scary.
Yeah,
I that's the thing though. You can't trust those lists. That's my declaration. You can't trust people anymore. I'm sorry, but like people are still saying The Exorcist is the scariest movie ever made. Have you watched The Exorcist recently? It's laughable. Like, yes, I understand. I can put myself back in the days. I get it. But I'm saying, like, to this day, to say that this is the scariest movie to this day, it makes no sense. In context of the 70s, perhaps. But like even then, like I don't believe people anymore. I just don't. Long Legs, not scary. Weapons, not scary. All those movies that people are saying are so scary. Like I was so worried about Bring It Dead. Bring It Back. Bring It Dead. I was so worried. Like literally like worried. And not an ounce of like nothing. Like I almost feel like it was a sweet movie more than it was scary, but I don't trust people anymore. I can't trust the lists. I can't trust people anymore. I feel like either they need to convince other people that it's scarier than it is to feel like that the movie is scary. And also like, I don't know why I care that much, because like 80% of horror movie are just pure trash, like straight up garbage.
What happens if there's any to the listeners who are big horror files? I don't know if that's the word that you would describe people who like horror. Maybe comment into YouTube what are the scariest movies that we should try take a look at next October. Because I'll be so honest, there's
scary, not
there's
gory,
scary stuff.
Scary.
Yeah, that's like a hard divide. A lot of horror movies lean so hard into gore. Like I haven't seen Barbarian, but I hear Barbarian is a nightmare fuel. But it has a lot of gore to it. So like it's like I also don't want to see a dude get like ripped in half by a chainsaw. Like it's just not my forte.
It's funny.
But Poltergeist,
dude,
isn't it like so strange? Like to your point, this movie was from like way back, and like I had an image in my head that it was horrifying.
Yes, me too.
Yeah,
I thought it would be really scary. Like I had this idea that like all those big ones that people mention all the time, right? Like Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Poltergeist. I feel like those, especially those like iconic one that people to this day are like, no, they're never gonna make it better than this. Yeah. And then you watch Poltergeist, and it's almost like Indiana Jones. it's like Jurassic Park. It's almost like a 80s family drama with ghosts, and like a guy face melt, but it's so ridiculously badly edited and made that it's like it's not even funny. It's just so stupid, and it's so long.
Oh god, and it's so boring. Like it's just like I don't get it. I appreciated maybe some of the characters that they brought in, like the actors, and then they appear like creepy-ish, but like this entire movie, it makes absolutely no sense. It's like, yes, also spoiler alert for this movie that was made in the 80s, but the developer created put a subdivision of new houses on top of the cemetery. Why are they the only ones being haunted? Other people have lived there. They were the first ones to move in, so that's like the reason why they're being haunted, when no one else is their neighbor next door. They're like,
maybe because they're digging the pool, and then they're digging to the body.
Oh, maybe.
Because the big thing is that he didn't move the cemetery. He just moved the tombstone.
Yeah.
He did, like the dude, which I like. How can this, like, obviously it's a movie, but it's like, come on, like no no cities is like, yep, tombstone, they're over there now, cool, like. But yeah, I think I thought that it was because they started digging the pool, and it was like, oh, they were making such a big deal how deep it was gonna be. I was like, this feels so strange, how much they talking about how deep this pool's gonna be. But then, like, even before it started to accumulate to something, then like the chair thing where like the mom is like ecstatic that she figure out she's not worried at all. She's putting like her child into this force field. The child is like, it's burning my thighs. I'm sliding through the kitchen floor. She's like, oh yeah, don't worry, sweetie, we're gonna have dinner later.
It's like
freaking wild.
You move into a house and this gravitational pull is like rearranging your chairs. You're like, this is the best thing in the world. How can you leverage this into anything that is good? Like the husband comes home and he's like freaked out, and the wife's like super giddy about it, and she only gets freaked out when her kid gets sucked in to the TV or into the closet. But like what I found so hysterical was the son is like, this tree is super creepy. So the tree almost swallows him whole, right? Like he's getting sucked down the trunk. He escapes. Yeah. Nobody is supervising the son now. They're all like, we have to look for Claire Ann or whatever that little girl's name was, who is also just, I know she's like 4, but like, come on.
Dude, when she comes down the stair in the little PJs in the first scene or whatever, I was like, yeah, she's the monster. She has to be the one that like start killing people. But no, she's the victim. It's just big time, and she just disappeared.
She just dips. She's like, I'm done. And I don't understand this. The son who has that creepy ass clown that's just facing him while he's sleeping.
Oh yeah,
move the clown! Like, it's like...
You put the Chewbacca coat on, which like I thought that like the face of Chewbacca was even worse in the dark. Yeah. I thought that would be like a bit or something, but it feels like it's such a weird movie. Also, the way it flows, because she disappeared, and it almost feels like there's a huge jump in time where between the time she disappeared and now they've been living in the house, but like the dad is like, it feels like he hasn't been to work for weeks, and he's saying like he has headaches. It feels like a huge amount of time passed, and now they're calling in like investigator. But it was like, what happened? Like, why wouldn't you not just call the police immediately? Like, I don't get those things. How can time pass? Your kid just disappear, and you hear the voice through a TV. And it's funny because by the time the investigator are there, they are so calm about it. They're so like almost used to it. They're like, "Yep, we're gonna turn the TV there. Don't touch that. Don't touch that." Again, open this door, and then like there's a tornado of toys and lamps, and like in the bedroom that just opened the bedroom. Did you see this? Did you look at this? That's cool, right? And it's like you tell me that like for days this has been going on, and you're just so casual about it, and you're still missing a child.
They're sleeping at night beside the tornado. They're like, oh, gotta love that white noise. But like the supernatural crew were like, we almost caught like this level 4 thing on camera, and then they walk in and there's a freaking clown on a tricycle going around in circles with a white light coming from the closet. Like, it's like, guys, like, what are we doing, folks? And then the little freaky woman who's like the clairvoyant, I thought that was like a great like
she looked like Kim Jong-un. You know in Team America, Kim Jong-un. Go put that side by side because it's so good. It's like she's look exactly like him, like a puppet Kim Jong-un.
No, I remember that little clay doll burned straight into my head. It was very good. She was like, if she turned out to be like Ghost, I think that would have worked. Like, she looks freaky. Like, this is not like me trying to shame her, but she looks like a creepy little ghost. I will say the last scene, like, super weird. Not even the motel, like the mom the mom goes to, like, she takes a bath and she goes to bed, and I saw a scary movie, like the parody movie Scary Movie,
Yeah.
way before Poltergeist. Like I was in my like early teens or late teens, but there's a scene where I can't remember the actress, but she's also in like a football jersey wearing no bottoms, and she's being bounced against like a wall, like a ghost is dragging her. And I didn't know that this was the parody of Poltergeist, but the whole thing felt so weird. Like the ghosts that we're seeing are like demonic dogs. They've got like or like giant birds that are cream based ghosts. What is this cream based ghosts or like these spirits trying to get from her in this super weird scene?
She got the dogs in. She got the dogs
in there. Just like odd sequence of events.
Doing like cartwheel on the ceiling in the most that's the thing. What is actually supposed to be scary? And like for some reason, at first I thought, is this gonna be like a soft horror movie for like families? But the face melting is way too hardcore for like actual children. So it's like, it's not scary enough for adult. Even in the 80s, I can't believe like adult or like teenager would find this scary. But it's too scary for like child, like a family to go see it. It's almost this weird like Gremlin kind of area where it's kind of like Gremlins is kind of like hardcore for like young, but it's like perfect for like but it's not funny enough or like quirky enough to be like a Gremlin kind of movie. But I feel like that's what they were going for. And even the score and everything, it feels so 80s, like Back to the Future. They're trying to make this kind of big film, but it's a really tiny movie. Also, you never leave the house. It's really like, I feel like nothing happened because you're always in the same like 6 room, and it's really getting kind of after 2 hours. It's like, goddamn, like we couldn't go anywhere else at some point.
It's so funny. This is gonna be a random reference, but you describing that instantly made me think of the movie Warfare. You know, because they're only in one house for the entire movie, like one room of the house. But yeah, man, this one's tough watch. Like not only was it long, it was very. I thought it was quite boring.
Yes.
I was borderline falling asleep. Like not like the story wasn't progressing. They had that whole bit around like the dad and the boss being more involved, and like he's like shaking in his boots that he didn't actually move the bodies, and like I was like, let's go.
Yeah, like them trying to explain the whole thing was like even like, oh, like don't give me on top of it the explanation, and like the weird light beam like going around, and this kind of like oh, like you go in the closet, and then there's kind of like a butt spinning coins out in the living room. It's like it's like a time warp, whatever. And it was like, and like it was really like schmucky action at the end with the rope and sending the woman in, and it's like goddamn. And you had like Ghostbuster a bit, you know, like the tone. I feel like it's kind of like they're trying to be a bit tongue in cheek, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you actually are pulling. You're so all over the place. I don't know if you're doing anything well.
Yeah, it's because after they pull the kid out, it seems like the movie's over. Like I thought it was over. I was like getting ready to move on to the next thing of my day, but then there's this whole other sequence where, for whatever freaking reason, they decide to stay in the house one more night. After this whole ordeal of them almost getting killed or eaten by a dog or whatever that ghost was. And then they decide to stay. And there's a scene where the older daughter is coming back from a date. And she's like screaming in the middle of the road. She's like, my house. And the dad's like, get in the car. And she's like, my house. I'm like, get in the fucking car.
Oh, God.
Man.
I feel like it's such a miss. I was hoping for like a creepy ghost. The CRT TV And like I was the poster with the blue and
Yeah.
the TV. That's such a cool image. I was waiting for that. Never happens. Like
Nothing.
that's no good. Like yeah, like that's such a cool image, and I was kind of expecting of a ring, but like
Yeah.
more like static, kind of like crazy stuff. But yeah, no good. I give it a 2.5 because I think it's like I had a hard time finishing it. I almost gave up. I was like, should I just even like I think it was 20 minutes to go, and I was like, I'm really done with this thing.
Yeah.
But I get why this is a nostalgia thing. I think if you've seen this at the right time, I think I can understand why you still like it. It's probably why I still like Jingle All the Way. I know it's not a good film, but I love it. It's kind of one of those movies.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, but it's good because if you've seen this today,
That's
you
fair.
wouldn't believe that. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's fair.
I mean, Arnold is pretty charming, but like, I feel like it's one of those films that like, if you've seen this when you were younger and you're 80s kid, whatever it is, that like accumulate to nostalgia, build up, and you're like, oh no, this is one of the best one. I understand you, but you have to understand me. Like seeing this today, first time, it's like rough.
Yeah, it's 1.5 for me. I think for similar reasons, minus the nostalgia, it's just hard to kind of get through. The story was all over the place. It was just too long. If it was 90 minutes, I think it would have been perfect. Like it would have maybe bumped like half a score up.
Yeah,
but this was a tough watch. Absolute burn.
Oh yeah, burn for me as well. Big burn. Let's go into 13 Ghosts. Okay, this one for some reason I knew it would probably be. Okay, here's what I thought when I was 14. My uncle used to like burn DVDs for us, like movies. Like you would find them online and burn, copies of movies.
Yeah,
and then he would put them in a big binder, and it was just white DVDs with like a Sharpie. Black Sharpie title written, right? Like classic 2000 kid kind of like memories. So I would just go through them. I had no idea, like there was no way back then to like look up a movie online. Right. I mean, we barely had internet on my place. So it was like really like just putting in and figure out what it is. And at some point I put Ghost Ship in. And I was like, all right.
Oh yeah.
Pirate of the Caribbean, maybe kind of style, Ghost Ship, whatever. It looks cool. First scene. And if you've seen Ghost Ship, you know what I'm talking about. It might be called something slightly different, but it's Ghost Ship. It's like there's a ship with a
skull.
A skull, yeah. So it's like the people on a boat in like the 40s or the 60s, like Titanic style, and then a cable snap and slice people in half, like across the boat. Everybody gets sliced in half, and that's how the movie starts. And immediately took out the DVD. I was like, "Fuck that!" Like this is scary as shit. Like this is I was not supposed to watch this. Like I thought like I did something wrong. And this is like 2000 kind of movie. And I was like, this is it. This is 13 Ghosts is probably that kind of movie. And I was so traumatized. I was like, this for sure is going to be like a fucking mess. Like it's not going to be a good time. I was wrong. I mean, it's a piece of shit, but at least it's kind of funny. It's kind of one of those so bad it's good. To me, at least.
Yeah, I think I saw this when I was a lot younger, and I also saw the same thing of like Ghost Ship. I was like, no chance. Who are you kidding? But this is like, it kind of reminds me of, there's a movie from the 90s called Cube, where it's like people trapped in like a giant like cube that rotates, and it's the same thing. This house kind of rotates, and like I thought the casting of Tony Shalhoub, aka everyone knows him as Monk, what a weird fucking choice. Tony
Really
Shalhoub
weird.
is like I'm sure he's a great actor. Looks like a monkey. Like that's just when I think of Tony Shalhoub, that's the animal that comes up. And I the one movie that I'm so reminded of Tony Shalhoub is, I'm pretty sure it's Men in Black 2. He's one of like the store clerks or something, and they pop his head and then it grows back.
Yes.
Like weird choice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. But yeah, not scary at all. Definitely just like I'm sure it's scary for its time, maybe. Like the ghosts themselves, like they portray like what you stereotypically think of horror movies, or like how you classify horror. Like there's like the one that's the worst is like he's like a fat baby and his mom. Like, what's so scary about like this bloated baby? Like, are we fat shaming all of America right now? But
I mean, it was the 2000.
But yeah, not scary as I'm sure both of us would have thought it would be.
Yeah, so this was actually before Monk, so maybe this is the reason why he got Monk. You know, he put the performance out, and people were like, "Yeah, hell, let's go, Monk." Yeah, 9 seasons of Monks from this guy. Yeah. Matthew Lillard, just a funny guy, just a bad actor in the best way possible. He's kind of like a Nicolas Cage of his time. Nicolas Cage that never grew old in a way. It's so funny that one of the first sentence in the film, I think, is like, "In my professional opinion," and I was like, "This is so funny that Matthew Lillard is saying, in my professional opinion, the least professional looking guy you ever seen in your life." Even in this movie, he's supposed to be like this clairvoyant ghost hunter, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like such a complicated story for so little. I feel like all the start with the glasses and finding the ghosts and caging them and having this you
was like
trap
hell's opening or something, right?
Yeah, you need to build a machine to open hell, which requires 12 ghosts plus a 13 ghosts. And then also the house is the machine, but then it has to be glass. Everything is made out of glass for some reason, because you can write message. It's really hard to understand what they were going for. Like, I think the handwriting on all the window/walls that are made out of glass is to protect from ghosts crossing. But like, why would the ghost need to be in the house? I guess it's because it's the machine. But could you not just build a machine and then build your house beside it in like 2 different building? Dude, 20 minutes montage of "This is such a nice house."
Oh my god.
Dude, everyone loved this house. It's crazy. Like, some people, I can understand a big house immediately, it's a nice house. But even the teenager is like, she look at a bedroom made entirely of glass. Yeah. She's a 16-year-old teenager. She look at this house she look at a bedroom that is entirely made of glass, super modern, but all antique, like furniture inside. And she's like, "Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing." I was like, who are those people? Even in 2000.
No, it's crazy. For someone who grew up in the, let's call it, lower middle class in Canada, me living in an apartment building, and then if my parents were like, "We somehow inherited this house," and I go there, it's all made of glass. I'm like, fucking. Even in my like very undeveloped brain, I'm like, let's sell this. Like, this is no thank you. Sorry, no. What? There's a basement that you have to, like, some ghost is like calling to come downstairs. Hell no. That's what are we doing, baby?
Even without the ghost, fuck this. Like, a terrible house. The walls just move by themselves, and they all like, "Oh, this is so high tech." It was like, it's not high tech. They just spend so much time talking about how nice the house is. I was like, why though? I feel like this is like the guy that built the house, the poor tech guy that worked on the movie, that I was like, "Oh, I need to build this fucking house." They better like spend a lot of time. It's like all the budget is the house, and they were like, "We need to really cash out on this house. Like, we're gonna spend $1 million building this thing. You better like really use this house in your movie."
just like in The Conjuring, in the contract, the architect of this house was like, "You must spend 20 minutes talking about this house."
Yeah. But yeah, like I mean, the other thing, dude, the editing is fucking insane. Yeah. It's like flashes of white, poof, 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 flashes of white, ghost face, boom, boom, angle. It's like Matrix on cocaine. It's like I don't even know how you get to that point. Like, I understand there's like a style to editing that changed over time, but it was like almost what parody movie do to make fun of horror movie from that time. It's almost as the editor was like, fuck it. Like, this is a terrible film that I'm editing, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want. Like, I'm just gonna try things out to like breathe. But it's the whole movie is like this.
I just don't understand like that. Even like the sequencing and the information that they give to the audience members, it's like, okay, so these 12 ghosts, and each ghost represents like this prototype that we need. So we killed these people, or we captured these people, or whatever. And Tony Shalhoub's wife was one of the ghosts, and she makes like this.
It's so funny how they did the way she died.
Oh God. Awful.
The scene where like they looking at their children playing is like, oh my God, it's so nice, and the camera pan, and then you start hearing like a fire alarm. It's like, what is this? There's a fire in the house. No, boom. But then it's changed. It's like, oh man, it sucks. Mom is dead, right? It's so bad.
It's so bad, but like we just don't even spend that much time with all the ghosts. Like you see the ghosts, and then the ones you see are the one who's like the guy with like all those nails inside of him, and like one that's called the Juggernaut, and the one with like her head in a cage. Like you see those three.
The goth girl. The
babe. Goth girl. Like it's. I was like, can we not
also,
spend more time on anyone else?
I don't understand. You need the glasses to see them, but also it feels like they can't attack you if you see them. If you don't see them, because like people were only getting attacked when they were wearing the glasses. Like Tony Shalhoub was never in danger, but he was never wearing the glasses. It's almost as if you don't know they're there, they can't hurt you.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
Right?
Yeah, because like there's Shannon Elizabeth, like the teenage daughter, when she was in her bathroom, she was like splashing in the tub with that ghost that could have killed her at any second.
The ghost just chilling.
Yeah,
it's weird. Like the ghosts have all this like. It feels like code. We're like, well, they're not wearing. They can't see us, so we can't kill them.
Right.
But it's not true, because sometimes Matthew Lillard was like getting like the dude with a baseball bat that was like creating like fire out of the baseball bat. When he was hitting, it was just like sparkles like every time, like electricity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You couldn't see him, and then the other girl was like, dodge, go left, go right, because she could see the ghost. And it's so funny because most of the people don't die from the ghost. They die from like the house squeezing them between two pens of glasses. Like only Matthew Lillard died from ghosts. Everybody else gets squeezed.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because the lawyer gets squished between two doors, and then the lover of that Cyrus dude,
plot twist. She's a bad girl.
Yeah, and that guy's still alive. She gets.
I don't think
squished.
he's alive. I think he's a ghost.
No, he's alive, because remember Tony Shalhoub at one point, he's looking down the hallway and he puts his glasses on, he sees him, then he takes his glasses off and he still sees him. So he's been alive the entire time.
But at the beginning, like, it feels like his throats get cut off.
It does look like that, but when he pulls off his glasses, he's able to like see the uncle.
But can you trust that though? Can you trust the movie respecting the rule that they set up themselves?
Because like the girl kisses
blood
him
on himself. Yeah, I guess, but like the ghost pick up.
I guess people. Maybe. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know, because it made it seem like when he pulled off his glasses and he saw the ghost that
maybe. But does he die again at the end? Does he get killed again, or he just kind of like dissipate?
No, yeah, he throws his uncle into the machine and he gets like sliced up.
Okay, so it was a fake death.
Yeah, kind of. To lure his nephew, who he hasn't spoken to in like 20 years, it seems, and
he killed his wife.
He kills his wife, and they're like, yeah, I guess I'll take this inheritance, even though I haven't spoken to you in all these years. So weird, so silly. A tough watch as well. This one. Yeah, 90
minutes. At least
it's
short. Yeah.
Very doable, but like it's what are we doing?
It's just like, also I feel, was it even scary? A little bit. I don't like the thing is the ghosts look like Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's also it's too much. Like it's Like the guy with the big spike in his face. It looks so fake. It looks so bad that I'm like,
Yeah.
this looks like an Halloween costume you get at Walmart kind of thing. Like all of those. It's not scary. It's all. I'm also trying to remember. Is there like proper jump scare? Like probably some,
I
but
think, yeah, maybe with some of the ghosts early on, but like it's nothing abnormal where it would catch you off guard.
yeah, nothing. I remember having like a good laugh a few times because it was so silly, but I don't remember being scared. Like I think both of those were like just very much not scary. Like zero. Like to this day, Conjuring might be the scariest one we've seen. No, I mean like this year. I know you haven't seen it, but like out of the 4 you've seen, is it Part 1?
I
The
think
scariest one for you?
it's probably the scariest because there's elements of like, even though they're cheesy jump scares, they're jump scares nonetheless. And like I have a fixation on clowns, so like it adds like an element. But yeah, this it's definitely it. And Poltergeist and 13 Ghosts were unfortunately letdowns. Like they didn't really provide a lot of entertainment value as well. Like Matthew Lillard and Tony Shalhoub, like it's all right, but yeah, just not fun movies to rewatch ever again.
Do you feel, if let's say I made you watch Poltergeist, but not telling you that it was an horror movie, telling you that it was like an adventure movie from the 80s, do you think you would have liked it more? Is it like the expectation, or is it just like it's a bad movie?
It's a good question to see if like the framing of the movie would have made me think differently, but I think it was just a bad movie. Like it's like when I look through the reviews on Letterboxd for Poltergeist, there's actually like there's probably levels of nostalgia because people were rating it 4 stars and saying like this is like the best scary movie I've seen like over the years, which is like a crazy statement. But like I think scary means different to a lot of people. You know, some people maybe want to be like scared out of their pants, and some people just like the thrill or like something in between. So, you know, I think to me it's just a bad movie, but who knows, man? Who knows?
All right, bad, burn for both for me.
Burn.
I would rewatch 13 Club, like 13 Ghosts. 13 Club's the store close to my place. 13 Ghosts. I was telling Mary, it's kind of like The Conjuring. It's one of those movies that like, if I were to hang out with someone, which I never do, but let's say, and they were like, "Hey, let's watch 13 Ghosts," I wouldn't like fight to not watch it. Like Poltergeist, I'll be hell no, I'm not watching that. Like we picking something else. Conjuring and 13 Ghosts, I'd be like, sure. Like I don't care enough. They're not bad enough for me to like fight them, but I would never by myself decide to watch them. It has to be like, you know, forced upon me, and I'm just too lazy to fight it off because it's not that bad.
Yeah, like I think 13 Ghosts, like I would maybe I'd accept putting it on the background as they do house chores, because then I can kind of like go in and out, kind of like these ghosts, right, with their silly rules. I can kind of go in and out of the walls and see it, but like this is it's a pass for me.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna be coming back next week. This is the last week. It's actually next episode coming out on October 31st. We're going to be watching, it's a classic week. We've done that last year. Last year was The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And
Blair Witch.
Which one?
Blair Witch?
Blair Witch was maybe it was. No, classic normally I go for like really old school. I have no idea at this point. It was The Ring.
Oh.
It was The Exorcist and The Ring. So this year, to continue, finish off on the classic, we're doing Halloween, which you've seen, and Rosemary's Baby. I haven't seen both of them.
Oh.
I think Halloween is one of those that it's probably not that scary, but it's a classic. So it's like, it's just a well-made movie that used to be scary, but it's not anymore. Rosemary's Baby, though, I feel like it's creepy. I think
this one has like really high.
Yes.
like rankings as well. Like on Rotten Tomato, it's 97% tomato meter, 87% popcorn meter. Like it seems like it's a classic, a true classic from the 60s. This is as classic as it gets.
I think that this is probably actually scary. Like this is at this point probably the second one I was the most worried about after Bring Her Back. We'll see. Oh, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Woof. That's the scariest part.
Whoa. All right. So we'll be back with those movies, and then we're gonna go right back into upcoming release, Begonia, probably The Running Man too, right? I assume you look like a Running Man fan.
Anything with the good old boy GP, I'll probably watch.
Who's GP?
So yeah, Glenn Powell.
Oh, okay. It's also Edgar. It's also Edgar Wright. Shaun of the
really?
Dead, Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim. Yeah.
Yeah. Should be a good time.
Should be a good one.
Awesome, guys. Take care, everyone. Cheers. See ya.